Today, we're talking about something almost every man notices as the years go by: gray hair. But I promise you, this isn't about expensive salon treatments, permanent dyes, or products that damage your scalp. Today, I want to share how you can naturally reverse gray hair using targeted nutrition that actually works. Most doctors won't tell you this because there's no profit in it. Big Pharma makes billions convincing people that gray hair is inevitable and permanent. But here's the truth: your hair pigment system doesn't die as you age. In most cases, it simply goes dormant from nutritional deficiencies and oxidative stress. I've seen it in my own clinical practice even over the past 5 years, where patients come back after 12 weeks with new dark hair growing from the roots. And the science behind it, absolutely fascinating. Let me ask you, if I told you 70% of your gray hair is actually reversible, would you want to know how? Or would you just accept it as aging? Before we dive deep, a quick reminder: this video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your healthcare provider before changing your medication or supplement regimen. Now, think about this. Every single hair follicle on your head contains specialized pigment-producing cells called melanocytes. These cells manufacture melanin, the pigment that gives your hair its color. Think of them as tiny biological paint factories working tirelessly every day. When you're young and nourished, these factories run at full capacity. But after 40, especially after 60, multiple deficiencies start starving them, one nutrient at a time. Suddenly, your hair grows out gray, not because your genes dictate it, but because your body is prioritizing survival over vanity. Your melanocytes aren't getting what they need to function. And here's the kicker most conventional advice misses: telling someone to accept gray hair gracefully is ignoring the biology of melanocytes. Without the right nutrients, these pigment factories simply shut down. But if we fuel them properly, they can wake up again even later in life. Before I share the 3 hidden nutrients that can restore your pigment naturally, I'd love to know, where are you watching from right now? Drop your location in the comments. And if you want to join a community of men taking control of their health and aging intelligently, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Because here's the empowering truth: gray hair is not inevitable, and you do not need to dye it chemically to regain your natural color. Let's break down what's really happening at the cellular level. Picture your melanocyte like a factory. It has multiple departments, and each one requires a specific nutrient to function. If one department runs out, the factory slows down or shuts off entirely. Department 1. Copper activates the master enzyme tyrosinase, essential for melanin production. Department 2. Vitamin B12 ensures your follicles receive enough oxygen to work efficiently. Department 3. Catalase neutralizes damaging hydrogen peroxide that accumulates naturally in your hair. Department 4. Selenium protects cells from oxidative damage. Department 5. Tyrosine provides the raw material to make pigment. Department 6. PABA maintains proper genetic expression in your pigment-producing cells. Department 7. Iron supports oxygen transport to hair follicles. When even one of these nutrients is missing, your hair grows out gray, not because it's permanent, but because your melanocytes are starving. Here's a real-world scenario. I see men over 60 eating what they think is a healthy diet, taking a multivitamin daily, yet their hair continues to gray. Why? 3 reasons. Declining stomach acid after 50 prevents proper mineral absorption. Common medications like metformin, statins, or acid reducers deplete critical nutrients. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, burning through antioxidants faster than you can replenish them. The result? Your melanocytes are screaming for help, but getting nothing. And let's talk about oxidative stress. Hydrogen peroxide naturally builds up in your hair follicles. When catalase declines with age, this peroxide bleaches your hair from the inside out. Essentially, your body is unintentionally applying bleach to your roots every day. Gray hair isn't just cosmetic, it's a warning sign of internal oxidative stress affecting your eyes, skin, joints, and even arteries. Understanding this gives you power. If you address deficiencies, supply antioxidants, and manage stress, you can reactivate dormant melanocytes. And this isn't theory, I've seen it work in practice. Now, let's look at 7 common habits and mistakes that accelerate gray hair. Understanding these is critical before we jump into the nutrients themselves. Mistake number 1, ignoring copper deficiency. Without copper, tyrosinase cannot function. Men over 60 often take zinc supplements in winter, which competes with copper absorption, inadvertently starving their pigment factories. Food sources like beef, liver, or oysters are gold mines for copper, but if supplementation is needed, choose copper glycinate for absorption. Mistake number 2, neglecting vitamin B12. B12 deficiency is silent but destructive. Your melanocytes suffocate without oxygen. Oral capsules often fail to absorb properly in older adults. Sublingual methylcobalamin is far more effective. 1,000 to 5,000 mg daily is safe and potent. Mistake number 3, ignoring catalase. Hydrogen peroxide accumulates with age. You need catalase from foods like beef liver, broccoli sprouts, and sweet potatoes. Heat destroys this enzyme, so raw or lightly steamed is best. Mistake number 4, skipping selenium and vitamin E. These antioxidants protect pigment cells. Selenium in Brazil, nuts 2 per day, and vitamin E from sunflower seeds or almonds shields melanocytes from oxidative stress and supports thyroid function, which is directly tied to hair pigmentation. Mistake number 5, not prioritizing protein and tyrosine. Melanin can't be made without tyrosine. Most seniors undereat protein, leaving melanocytes starved. Animal sources like chicken, salmon, and eggs, plus plant sources like pumpkin seeds fill the gap. Mistake number 6, overlooking PABA. Paraminobenzoic acid, PABA, supports genetic expression in pigment cells. Found in organ meats and mushrooms, therapeutic doses, 300 to 500 milligrams per day, reactivate dormant genes. Mistake number 7, chronic stress. Cortisol depletes antioxidants, accelerates graying, and permanently reduces stem cells and follicles. Daily strategies like deep breathing, ashwagandha, magnesium before bed, and proper sleep are essential. These 7 mistakes explain why gray hair accelerates in men over 60, but the good news is each one is reversible with the right plan. Let's focus on the 3 hidden nutrients that make the biggest difference for reversing gray hair. Number 1, copper. Copper activates tyrosinase, the pigment enzyme. Eat beef liver or oysters, or supplement with copper glycinate 2 milligrams per day. Avoid excessive zinc, which blocks absorption. Number 2, vitamin B12. Essential for oxygen delivery to follicles. Use sublingual methylcobalamin 1,000 to 5,000 mcg per day. Even if you eat B12-rich foods, absorption declines after 50, so this step is critical. Number 3, catalase. The enzyme that breaks down hydrogen peroxide in follicles. Foods like broccoli sprouts, sweet potatoes, and lightly steamed cruciferous vegetables deliver catalase. Heat destroys it, eat raw or lightly steamed. In addition, you can layer antioxidants like selenium and vitamin E for maximal protection. Together, these 3 nutrients give your pigment factories the fuel they need to wake up. Practical daily routine. Morning, sublingual B12. Handful of Brazil nuts for selenium, breakfast with eggs and spinach. Lunch, large salad with broccoli sprouts, sunflower seeds for vitamin E. Dinner, salmon with lightly steamed broccoli and roasted sweet potato. Before bed, magnesium glycinate for stress and sleep support. Consistency compounds results. You're not looking for overnight change, think 8 to 12 weeks for visible pigment restoration. I know what it feels like to watch gray spread across your temples, thinking it's inevitable. But I've seen patients in their 60s, men and women, reverse the process. One gentleman, 62, had gone from mostly brown to 70% gray. Within 3 months of targeted B12, copper, and catalase support, dark roots were returning. By 6 months, his hairdresser noticed he needed less dye coverage. The biological mechanism is clear. Melanocytes never died. They just needed the right fuel and protection. And emotionally, there's a massive boost in confidence. Seeing natural pigment return restores a sense of youth, vitality, and dignity. Remember, gray hair isn't just cosmetic. It signals internal oxidative stress. By addressing it, you're not just improving your hair, you're supporting your brain, eyes, joints, and heart. Every strand you restore is a small victory for your overall health. Here's the bottom line. Age is not the end of vitality. Small, consistent changes compound into remarkable results. If you start today, test your B12, copper, selenium, and thyroid. Start sublingual B12, copper glycinate, and catalase-rich foods. Incorporate stress management and adequate protein. You'll see results within 8 to 12 weeks, with new dark hair at the roots, higher energy, sharper mental clarity, and a stronger sense of well-being. Take control. Don't accept gray hair as inevitable. Your body wants to restore itself, you just need to give it the right tools. If this video empowered you, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing our health community grow globally. Your golden years can be vibrant, energetic, and full of confidence. Remember, every action counts, and even small steps today lead to major transformation tomorrow. Thanks for investing in your health proactively. I'll see you in the next video, and I can't wait to celebrate your results together.